Fan Footage Month continues with Hell House LLC, written and directed by Stephen Cognetti and starring Ryan Jennifer Jones, Lauren A. Kennedy, Adam Schneider, and included just for his magnificent beard, Theodore Boulakos. Like with Grave Encounters, like with some other entries we're going to talk about later in the month, this does have a mockumentary framing, yes, I agree, but the bulk of it is composed of footage that was not intended for general viewing. That's my criteria. If the footage in the film, presented in the story was not intended to be, although actually one kind of does fit that, but again, I'm making the list, it's fine. So this is one of those that I'm not going to claim is high art or anything like that. It's not even the best example in this genre, but there's a few moments that unsettled me and sat with me, and that's important. You don't have to have jump scares every minute. In fact, for me, I'd prefer you didn't, but you can use really old, tried and tested tricks. We have in this, I think, multiple times of you're looking at something in shot, pan slightly away, pan back, oh, it's moved and it's an inanimate object, not a person or something. Or even a person's got closer but without hearing footfalls, things like that. I love that. It's almost like peekaboo for adults, if you want to think of it that way. But it's a very easy trick to do. You literally move the camera, either pause the recording to give the thing time to move, or if you can move it in real time, even better, because you don't have to be careful with your editing. But yeah, there's so many ways of doing it, and it's been done, like I say, for decades now. But it works. One of the other ones that really sat with me is the whole character of Sarah, really. The fact that things with her are not as they seem, even from moment one. But there's a shot where she's found by the guys and she's got her back to us and she's talking in what I picked up was that sounds reversed. It's actually a line that she's giving, I think, in the interview, which chronologically happens well after this. How can she be talking reversed about something she's not going to say for a while? When you start to think about it, that's why I appreciate this film. It sets these little seeds in your brain that go, this is not right. And when you realise why it's not right, you're going to go, ooh. But this is not, like I say, a big scare fest. If anything, I would call this a film about a desperation. One man's desperation, really. Because they've had these haunts in the past and, he's moved to this place, he really wants to make it work. And knowing the history of the place, obviously not believing it, because that stuff's not real, but then stuff happening to say it might be real. He's invested a lot of time, effort, money into this. This is very make or break. And he hand waves so much away to get to opening night where obviously everything just goes really wrong really fast. I think the sequels did somewhat well in some areas of explaining that more and talking about some of the time stuff, especially I think the third one. You do have a lot more of the weird time stuff going on in that, if I recall. But this on its own, you know enough to go, okay, this is what's happening here, and I think that's great. A piece of media should stand on its own, even if it is part of a larger narrative. And this absolutely does. Like I say, not high art, not even the best fan footage, but it sat with me. And I hope it did with you too. Like, again, I know this isn't one of those that everyone loves. I've seen reviews saying it's absolutely terrible, no scares. But I liked it. So let me know if you did in the comments below. Next week, I've got a couple of ideas. It might be one or the other, so I'm not going to cement it and do myself. But we will continue with our fan footage foray, and I hope you'll join me for that and everything down the line. So until next time, thanks for watching, and take care.
When I got to the front door, the police were arriving.